Hello, I am back with another tutorial, and as you can see from the title, you are here to learn how to make a padlock. Similar to this, my password is this. 3, 2, 1. And it should open. There we go. So, I'm going to show you a teardown of how this works. Alright, so first we're going to start off with the connections in the back. We have the buttons right at the front, right? So, we're going to have to connect it to a little source of power. Depending on what number you want your password to be, I suppose, you would need to hook that one up. These up here, I will show you all the numbers, how you can hook them up. Depending on how many numbers you want your password to be, it'll be bigger in a sense, if you have more numbers, obviously. But right now, I only have 3-number password, just to give you guys a basic idea of how this works. Alright, so here's the numbers. 3, 2, 1, and as you can see, they're hooked up nice and neat with these different color coordinations. So, when I hit 3, it goes through this, and it's able to run through all this power source. It is able to save the number at this RLS NOR latch right here, and then it is able to power this, power the pistons, and open the door. Once you go inside, you can go right over here. You can make this a lot prettier. You don't have to have all of this showing. You can either have this underground or wherever you want. You can have it showing to kind of show off, oh, check out what I did. But to shut it behind you, you just hit this button. Alright, so let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, so start off with a number pad like this. Next, you need to go in the back and hook up redstone torches like this. This will go to each number. Depending on which number you want to make, I'm going to show you how to solve all of them. For number 1, you just do that. So it's powered like that. That's number 2, I'm sorry. For this torch, you wouldn't do that. You would do this. And that's powered. For the same over here. But you run into a problem if you have it like this. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, other way. Like that. They connect like that. You can't have that. So you just easily place a block like that, and then they're separated. This actually makes a platform for the next one, and so it does that. Run into that problem again, you just place blocks on top. Pretty easy. And for the numbers on the side here, you would just place blocks like this. Power. Place a block like this. Power. Now the top ones. You would simply place redstone here. Now we have that one. Redstone here. Now we have that one. But this is connected, so just place a block on top. Now how do we get this one? If you place right here, it just connects to those. We'll cut that off. But it isn't powered. So all you have to do is have this run power into a block right up here, and it's being powered. So now you know how to separate all the different numbers. Let's get started with a 3, 2, 1 password. Okay, so what I did went ahead and did was set aside some circuitry right here. I just made, like before, lines to connect where you're going to put the redstone, just to make it a lot simpler so you can see exactly where I place it. Doesn't matter how far forward you go, you just need to get them down here. And I placed a little pad here just so we can easily see what we're doing. Alright, so let's say we have power running through here. We want to reverse the signal, first of all. So now, when you hit the button, this turns on. So we want this power to get to the end to turn on a piston door. So all we would have to do is run it through, except power can go through a block, right? Like this. So we're going to use that concept to go ahead and make it so the power will only go through if something is powered. Something else is powered. Yeah, you get it. Now, This piston goes in and grabs this. If it's being powered, then it will push in the way and allow power to go through. Starting to get the concept? If not, just keep watching. So we're going to go ahead and reverse the power here. Except it won't reverse because this isn't pointing at the block. So make sure we do that. There we go. Reverse the power here. Okay, now we have all the powers reversed. We want to go ahead and do the same thing we did right here, except with, sorry, I used RedStone, it didn't pull it in. We did the same, we're going to do the same thing we did with right here. So, go ahead, piston, block, and when we hit it, it'll go ahead and power it. One thing you want to make sure is you put a repeater touching this so you have some time to press the other buttons. We don't want it going too slow, otherwise people can just press random buttons to try to get the password right. So for instance right here, we can move this up one, RedStone repeater, and put it on full. And make sure you do it for all of them, obviously. So this one too. Okay, so it would go through here. And come out the other side. And connect this up. RedStone. Or a block right here. So when this is powered, pushes this block, allows a pathway. This is powered, pushes a block, allows a pathway. Then it comes out the other side. Make sure you have that. I forgot to put that in. Alright, so now that we have the pathway, all we have to do is save it. Now to save it, we're going to ramp up here. Oh, excuse me, I'm just going to have it go through. Go into a block right here, a torch, excuse me, and going to go up one to the side, and that turns off that. Alright, now that we have that running in, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to save the number you put in so the doors stay open. So as you can see, I made a bit of hook right here, and this is called an R-less NOR latch. To create this, you're going to need a RedStone torch there, RedStone torch there, RedStone here, RedStone there, and a RedStone repeater. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, how this works is when this is powered, it's going to turn off this, turn on that, and make it so this is no longer on. So we take that away once we go ahead and it goes in, saves it, and when we go inside the door, we need to press a button right here to reset it. And you'll be able to see that in just a moment. But as you can see right here, if you put a torch over here, it switches sides. Put a torch over here, switches sides. Pretty cool. Alright, next I'm going to show you how to hook it up at the piston doors. Okay, as you can see, I set up a little system to turn off the doors, or shut them. So right here we have a nice little setup where we have the button, which I need to grab right now. And when you press this button, it'll turn on that torch for just a second. Now, whenever you type in the password, it saves it right there, right? So this thing is now off, and a torch right here will be on. Now, when you go inside, this is going to be powering the torches to open it. You need to shut them on your way in, press the button, and the torch is no longer being powered. Alright, moving on. You need to connect this to the doors. So go ahead and make a redstone path to the front or wherever you would like it. And for simplicity's sake, I made this a bit long, so just to kind of lay it out nice and symmetrical and even, so it'd be easier to understand. If you go ahead, you can go ahead and make this like vertical right up here to make it more less space consuming and be able to bring the redstone farther. I don't know if you'll be playing in survival maybe to make this. So you want to be supply oriented and not use up all your supplies. I'm going to be doing it just like this. We need to have, when this torch turns on, it'll go right over here. Sorry, just don't want that there. That'll bug me. And we're just going to bring it right to the front. Okay, so your piston doors. They can be 2 blocks high, which would be a bit more symmetrical, or they can be 3 blocks high. It just depends. It doesn't really matter if you make it 2 blocks high, the system will be the same. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and connect this up. And we need to make sure we count how many redstone we place, because we don't want to run out of space, or run out of energy, excuse me. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 needs to be that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will have enough room. Okay. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how to power all 3 of these at the same time. Watch this. Bah. It's that simple. That's it. Somehow it is powering all 3 of them. We need to ramp this up and make sure the redstone goes into the torch. So when you type in the right password, this will turn off and the pistons will pull back. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Goes up 1, up, and like this. Torch. And make sure it's pointing into this. And connect it. Alright. Now, let me go ahead and demonstrate how this would work. Alright guys, just a little warning, I miscounted on this right here when I had the piston one forward here. It's supposed to be back here. The energy ran out. And just in case you're doing scale by scale of what I'm doing. So when you type in the password, just a little warning, it may take a couple tries because the timing needs to be right. It doesn't have to be perfect, you're just like throwing it in and then it opens. It's not any like case sensitive where it's really hard to type it in. It should be pretty easy, otherwise you did something wrong. So yeah, that's it guys. If you want to maybe make this a little nicer and put it underground so you don't come in and see redstone, then you could put like walls around here, or maybe put all of this underground, and this right here would be very easy to go put underground. But I would like to thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe, it helps me a ton. Like the video, dislike it if you didn't like it, comment, check out some of my other videos, and I will see you guys next time.